The Solvay Hut is the world's most dangerously placed mountain hut, located 13,000 feet 396 meters above ground level in Switzerland. Red pandas use their long, bushy tails to balance whenever they're in trees. Their tails were also used to cover themselves for warmth in the winter. When flying in a flock, flamingos can fly as fast as 35 miles 55 km per hour. They may seem clumsy in flight, however, because their long necks stretch out in front of their bodies, and their long legs dangle well past their short tails. In 1992, thousands of plastic yellow ducks broke free from a cargo ship in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and for the past 23 years, these ducks have since turned up in locations all over the world and have even been used to track ocean currents. After its tourism sector boomed, Kazakhstan's foreign minister thanked Sacha Baron Cohen back in 2012 for the release of Borat after the country saw a 10 times increase in issued visas. When neuroscientist James Fallon was studying the brains of psychopathic killers, he scanned his own brain as a control, only to discover that he himself was a psychopath. When he told his friends and family, the universal response was, "That explains a lot." If you're looking for a job, the application and resume are not nearly as important as a reference. In fact, knowing someone who works at the company increases your chances of getting an interview and makes you 40% more likely to get the job over someone with a fancier resume. Studies conducted by the University of Toronto concluded that the more that one trusts people, the better they are at spotting liars. Purple is known as a royal color because back when they relied on only natural dyes, purple came from sea snails and it was the hardest dye to extract and produce, so only royals could afford it. In fact, it would take 12,000 snails to produce 1.4 grams of purple dye. When Romania made their Ice Hockey World Championship debut in 1931, they lost 0-15 to the USA. Their captain approached the referee after the game and asked him to write a message on the official game sheet. "Thank you for playing against us. We have learned a great deal from this game." In 2008, Daniel Day-Lewis knelt down on stage for Helen Mirren to knight him with his Oscar for There Will Be Blood, claiming, "That's the closest I'll ever come to getting a knighthood." Lewis was officially bestowed knighthood 6 years later for his contribution to the theater and cinema.